Hey, Blessed Tribe, it's Coach Jess. I'm back again with another mental health motivational word. I have been like walking like crazy, so I've been outside in all of the humidity and then just the pollen. It's just that season. It gets me every year. But God say press play anyway. So just come on with me, take this ride, okay? I'm pressing through. I had in my notes that God had told me to fight through whatever to get to my inheritance. So God literally is using me as a vessel on today to show you guys that we're gonna have to fight, okay? And it may be something simple as your health. It may be something on your job that's not going correctly. It may be something in your finances that's tied up. It may be some blockage to your creativity, or, something, a door that you want to open, some resource you want to be released into your life for your purpose. God is saying He about to blow on our stuff, okay? So I'm hoping that you guys are having a fabulous day. I've been taking it very easy on myself because I've been focusing more on my health. And that's why I know the enemy is only attacking me because I've been all boss and lip gloss. Okay, I've been getting my steps in. And today, naturally, I'm a little bit behind, but I still got 4,458, which is still good because I had to like get into bed, take some medicine, wake up, go walk, record. I have a lot of different open tasks going on. So God is saying, you will prevail. Your victory is gonna come. He about to blow on your stuff, okay? So he doesn't care what other people think about what he about to do for you. I was actually listening to a message from Tabitha Brown, and she was saying how a lot of people are attached to us because they really don't think that we're going where we say we going. They just think we all bluff. They think we just talking. But God say, I already be prepared. And what she was saying is basically like when people think you really not going nowhere, they all on board. They're like, we're rooting for you. I always knew you could do it, but they really don't think you going nowhere. And God revealed to me about 2 nights ago as I was laying down to go to bed. I put London in bed and I was laying down for myself, kind of just meditating, getting away from my phone. My coach charged us to kind of get away from our phone and just have more quiet and intimate time with God, where you're not feeling anxious and feeling like you have to respond to media, emails, text messages, and stuff like that. So God just basically came to me and told me, like, I'm about to blow on your stuff. So I wanted to get on to encourage you guys that God is about to blow on your stuff. And when he say he gonna blow on it, all he has to do is literally just touch whatever you're working on. So do not try to do things in your own will. I know it is very frustrating. It is very hard. It is very challenging. It is very just, you have to have patience. God is saying he's not going to take you too fast because what he got for you is really, really great. It's so great that your family members going to turn their backs on you. It's so great that the friends that's saying they for you, they're going to be against you because they don't understand why God is about to bless you the way he about to bless you. So I had to lay on this word for 2 days because I was like, God, the way that you showed it to me, it was so big. Y'all know I love exclamation marks. So God was showing me like this is going to be very big. And your mind can only you only can receive what your mind and your faith and your belief can actually believe in. So what you have obtained right now in your life, that's why God said he about to blow on our stuff, because a lot of us, our mind is beyond what we can see. Our mind is thinking beyond our nose, as the old people say. Our mind is going beyond what our friends have expectations for us. Our mind has gone beyond what our supervisor and what our bosses and what people we work with and rub elbows with at the grocery store, what they think we're going to be. I recently had contacted a family member and the energy was just very, very dry. And God was showing me that there is a lot of scarcity mindsets in my bloodline. So a lot of things unfold that I have been able to see and be in the midst of because we have a scarcity mindset. So God say that's another thing that is holding us back, that scarcity mindset. Allow God to give you a brand new mind, a refreshed mind. Where you grew up is just temporary. You're just passing through. What you see right now, if it's not what God say that you should have, if it's not your portion, which I'm sure it's not, because what we think is always too small. Because what God revealed to me, it was very big. So Blessed Tribe, expand your mind, elevate your mind, get your mind right, okay? Because God say He can only release to you where you can spiritually go. So my coach always tell us, Latoya Okia, she always say you have to get it before you get it. And God was basically giving it to me before I get it. He was showing me the brand new house. He was showing me the brand new opportunities. He was showing me the brand new doors that we are about to walk into in this next season. He was showing us my next level. He was showing me elevation. God was revealing to me because my mind was receptive and my heart was already prepared for what God is going to release into my life. God can't release anything to you unless you are spiritually, emotionally, and He can trust you with those things. So God has not forgotten about anything. He does not have lack over your life. You have not just become the person who can handle these things. God say, get your mind right, because He about to blow on your stuff. And He took me to the book of Samuel, where they were talking about David. So He wanted me to share quickly the scripture about David. He said, there is still, this is Samuel chapter 16, verse 12. Now this is where Jesse goes to sin for David. Now Jesse and his brothers basically always counted David out. The same thing in your family. People think that just because you clean toilets now, just because you work at the grocery store now, they think just because your finances are tied up with the wicked now, they think just because you are living in lack and you came from poverty, that that's going to be your portion. God say the devil is a lie. So just like in Jesse's family, how they looked at David, God say you are the anointed one. You are the one that's going to save your bloodline from the scarcity mindset. You are the one that's going to allow your family to see what healthy habit stacking is going to reveal for them. You are the trailblazer. So I had to come to terms about this for myself. Like I say, people gonna hate you. The people that you are designed to help and to break loose those scarcity mindsets. The people that once led over you, once He released your stuff into your life, they're gonna hate you. They're gonna be mad at you. They're gonna try to come against you. But God say, don't worry. Just like He did for David, who kept a humble attitude, He's gonna multiply your stuff. So don't worry about people who come against you. If people come against you, they're not attached to your abundance, okay? Don't worry about who don't like you. You were counted out just like David. So in the scripture, verse, what was it, 13, it says, so David stood there among his brothers. Well, first it said that we will not, let's see. So this is verse 10, I believe. He said, nope, verse 11, it says, then Samuel asked, are these all the sons you have? There is still the youngest, Jesse replied, but he's out in the fields watching the sheep and goats. So that's why you have a humble servant attitude. You don't mind cleaning the toilets. You don't mind working where people don't want to work. You don't mind going the extra mile. You don't mind doing a favor for somebody. You don't mind sacrificing something that you want to do to make sure somebody else gets what they need. You have a healthy balance of being God's servant and still self-preservation. God is saying you're just like David, okay? So catch this in the spirit. So he was out with the goats. So you're the person that's out there with the goats. Whatever you do, you're doing the dirty work that don't nobody else want to do. But that's why your blessing is going to be multiplied, because you're a humble servant and you don't mind getting your hands dirty, okay? So he said, send for him at once. Samuel said, we will not sit down to eat until he arrives. So Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome with beautiful eyes. And the Lord said, this is the one, anoint him. So as David stood there amongst his brothers, Samuel took the flask of oil he had brought and anointed David with the oil. And the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon David from that day on. So God is saying you're going to be just like this amongst your family members, amongst your friends, amongst people who have counted you out, people who said that your business wouldn't thrive, people who said that just because you couldn't do this or couldn't do that or didn't have resources that you were not going to get to where you always envisioned God to take you. God is saying they are about to watch you eat in this next season, and He's gonna blow on your stuff in front of these people. So don't get out of position and run away from people who come against you. God say He putting them in perfect position so they can stand up until you get in the room. God is saying can't nobody else get your stuff, okay? So he wanted me to emphasize on the part where they said that we're gonna remain standing until he or she gets here. So the same thing with you. When he blow on your stuff, it's nothing anybody can do to deny you of your stuff. Okay, God is say he about to blow on it. So I wrote down some other stuff I wanted to share really quickly. And God is saying, um, He's about to put you first. So it was some way God has showed me this in the spirit about putting you first. I think it was some like I was somewhere shopping or something, and I got moved to the front of the line, and everybody else had to watch me kind of check out and take my time. I was still very considerate, but it was an opportunity where God was showing me this is how I'm about to spiritually take you. So as you proceed to the root, okay, God is about to bring you to the front of the line. So God is saying, right now, you may be last, you may be counted out, you may be broke, and you may not have what you need. You may be lacking. You may come from a family who are like crabs in a bucket. They are okay as long as certain people in the family are doing well. But when other people start doing well, they're mad, they're bitter, they talk about you bad. God is saying, don't worry about that because he's about to bring you to the front. So you may look like you're defeated. You may look like you're out of the game. They counted you out. You know, the job that you do is not glamorous. It's not fabulous. It's not paying what it need to be paying. The math ain't math and your bills is kind of stacking up. God say, don't worry about that. You got to spiritually get to where you're trying to go before God can release it into your life. So God say, stop thinking small in this next season. He has abundance for you. God is not lacking anything. What you're lacking is your faith. What you're lacking is your belief. What you're lacking is the ability to know that God can do it and multiply your stuff. So God sent me on this message today, fighting through all sorts of I don't know. I guess it's considered allergies or sinus or whatever, but God sent me on here. And I said, God, I don't want to record today. I want to rest. I want to get into bed and come back when I'm well. God say, you are well. Already be spiritually thinking about you being well. Envision yourself well, and you will be. And the more that I got up and started walking and went back outside and face and face more humidity, God say, you're plowing through to where you want to be. So he about to put you first. So God is about to bless you, and everybody connected to you is going to be able to see it and reap the benefits of it. So yeah, people are going to come against you, but you're going to be able to give them an ounce of faith, and you're going to have more than just advice to give them. You're going to be able to give them resources. You're going to be able to give them tools and knowledge of how God bless you. So it's not so you can get the glory, it's so your Father can get the glory, so people can see that you pretty much came from nothing, and when he blow on your stuff, he can elevate you and take you different places. People are going to talk about you bad. That's what Tabitha Brown was saying. Yeah, they all for you when you got, maybe a couple hundred subscribers, but when he blow you up to millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands, people are gonna then start putting salt on your name. They're gonna start shading you. They're gonna start not answering the phone when you call, not inviting you places, and you're gonna be like, well, what's up? I thought we were on the same team. We came from the same bloodline. We came from the same friend circles. We came from the same small community. God say those people are too small for you. The people who don't get on board with how he's about to make them stand up in the spirit and see you be blessed, if they come against you, God say their minds have not been renewed. They have not accepted a renewed mind to understand that it doesn't matter where you come from, it's where you're going, okay? So God basically wants us to get our mind focused on where we're going. And he's about to blow on our stuff, basically blow you up overnight. You're going to go to bed one way, you're going to wake up and you're going to say, Lord, have mercy. I didn't even ask for all of that. I just wanted a little of this and that, but I ain't asked for all of that. God say, get all of your stuff, all of the hell that you've been through, all of the relationships that fail, all of the nights that you cried yourself to sleep when your parents wasn't there, all of the times when you couldn't pay your bills, when you had to pull over on the side of the road spiritually and watch everybody else eat, purchase their homes, go on vacations, and do things that you always desired to do. God say your season is approaching. Do not give up. I know it looks defeating. I know it looks like you can't make 2 + 2 = 4, but God say he got the ability to multiply. You're thinking too small, and he only can give you what you think you deserve. God is saying, come up in your thinking, okay? So, and this is where he was talking about stand your ground and fight for your inheritance, and you're gonna have to have some patience. In order for me to fight through this video, I had to have some patience with myself. I had to have compassion for myself. I had to stand my ground when the enemy wanted to keep me in the bed, when he wanted me not to get my steps in. I had to fight. God is saying you're gonna have to fight when people that you love come against you. You're gonna have to fight when you have to say the job, tell the job that you don't work there anymore because you got bigger over your life. You're gonna have to fight when you have to separate from people who you always thought would be there, who you always thought was rooted for you, but secretly they despise you, they hated you, they were poking holes in your boat and allowing you to sink, and you couldn't figure out why. God is going to reveal that to you, and it's going to bring about sorrow, but what he's about to blow onto you and give you multiplied, and also increase your influence and allow other people to come in. God is going to even multiply your friend circles. He's going to multiply you socially. He's going to multiply you where you have good people that's mutually sowing into your life, where you don't feel like you on life support after you talk to people. I was encountering somebody, and every time I encounter them, they're full, 100% full to the brim. And me personally, I said, this person is draining me. I can't keep pouring into this person. So God is saying, even with you, self-preservation is very important. Remember what part you play in it. When you let people drain your finances, drain your time, when you are staying up late on the phone, listening and gossiping, you play a part in that too. So God say, be paying attention to what you allow to drain you, because the enemy gonna attack soon as you feel like, oh, I'm about to rest and recoup for tomorrow. No, the enemy is gonna attack at your weakest moment. So be willing to stand firm and fight. Stay ahead of the enemy. Do not be sober at all times. Do not fall asleep at the wheel and feel like, oh, it's going to be all right. Stay prayed up every day, because the way that God is about to bless you, you're going to have to get your mind together. So this is basically me coming to prepare you guys. And it's not just financial blessings and influence, advancement. It's going to be your peace. It's going to be your portion. It's going to be your good health. It's going to be your children having stability. It's going to be you able to help other family members other than just saying that you're going to pray for them. God say it's time for somebody else to start doing something besides just praying. Praying is good, but he ready for you to be able to put action behind what needs are things that need paid attention to in your family, in your community, in your organizations. He's saying it's people out here that he needs to actually respond to things, and that's you. So when you get your inheritance, once you get your peace, once you get your abundance, your influence, your stability, your ability to invest, God say, look back at people who are not stable. That's why he's making you stable, because he's wanting you to be responsible with these resources, okay? So he's about to give you financial abundance, good and clean bill of health, happy marriages, healthy kids. He's going to take you beyond where you thought. So all of your enemies, all of your admirers, all of your family members, all of the people who secretly don't want you to succeed, he said it doesn't matter. They're going to have to stand up. They're not going to be able to sit down and go to sleep and pretend that they don't see it, turn a blind eye. God going to position you right in a place where all of your enemies, all of your admirers, all of the family members who doubting you, all the people that's getting together and gathering up in the community talking bad about you, he's about to let them stand up, and they're not going to be able to have any rest. The wicked will not have any rest until God reveals to himself through you. So you just a willing vessel. God say surrender each and every day. Pray to him night and day. Meditate on his word night and day. Continue to work on your health. He needs you in tip-top condition so you can do the things that he needs you to do in the earthly realm, okay? I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to quickly say a prayer and I got to go. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this blessed and prosperous word. God, I just hope that all of my Blessed Tribe members are prepared, receiving this word, digesting this word for their spirit. You cannot live on bread alone. Your spirit needs to be fed each and every day. God, allow the people to hear what they need to hear when they come on these messages. Thank you for using me as a willing vessel. God, continue to heal all of us who are compromised within our health. God, anybody who is trying to connect to us just for their personal gains and personal motives that are hidden at this moment. God, I ask that you shine your light, shine clarity on these situations. God, anybody who is financially struggling, I ask that you just go ahead and blow on them. Let their mind be prepared to receive the abundance that you have for us. God, you say that we are not just borrowers. We should be lenders. We are not the foot. We are the head. So God, put us in position so that we can receive all of the great bounty that you have for us. All of the family members who throw us shade. All of the people who do not, help us advance in your kingdom. God, pray for those people, for they know not what they do and who they come against. When they hate us, they hate you. God, allow these people to be forgiven. God, allow our hearts to be softened so that we can pray for people versus put fuel to fire. God, I just ask all these many blessings. Amen. Amen. Bless tribe, y'all have a great and prosperous day. I'm gonna be up here. I'm doing a lot of self-development behind the scenes, so my time is kind of here and there. But if you need to sow into the life coaching business, please get you a life coaching session, because God really wants us to get our mind together. So in order for you to get your mind together, you're gonna have to connect with somebody who thinks different, who looks different, who God is using in a different, in a mighty way. God is saying, continue to sow into things that's sowing into you. Stop allowing people to use and abuse you. He's tired of seeing his children in lack. God say he is about to release abundance into you. He's about to blow you up. He's about to blow on your stuff, but you got to get your mind right. You got to get there before you get there, okay? So as I was going to sleep, God was taking me there before I got there. I've already seen the new house. I've already went into the new doors. I've already spiritually been to different places and elevations that God has taken me. So I know I'm ready. I'm just preparing you and praying that you get yourself ready, because your kids is waiting for you to get to another level spiritually so they can get their inheritance. He got land flowing with milk and honey. He got vines that you're going to eat off of that you did not plant. He got places that he's about to take you that is in abundance. You're not going to be in lack and scarcity your whole life. So don't get scared. Don't let the enemy scare you away from your abundance, okay? I love you guys. Gotta go. Have a great and prosperous day. Keep liking, subscribing. You guys are blowing my mind with these subscribers. Okay. Check out the shorts whenever you get a chance. I put some family photos on Instagram. Check me out over there. God is just doing a new thing, and I'm right here with it, fighting through. Okay. Pray for your coach, and I'm gonna be praying for you guys. I love you. Have a great day.